So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot.
Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Well, good. Hey, what's really good? It's your girl LaTangela, and thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to hang out with me for another episode of the LaTangela Show. We'll chit about this and we'll chat about that. Of course, I have some of that random research, did you know, news brief, and even the inside scoop on some things that's touching us around the globe, the pandemic, and some of the things that's haunting us in the midst of this pandemic. Yeah, we got a lot of questions that need a lot of answers. Even have some pretty amazing individuals on the hotline and in the hot seat connecting us to some resources. We're fresh off Mental Health Awareness Month and we have a lot of issues. So I have Sam Webb on the hotline. Now he is the CEO and founder and international speaker, and he is also very involved in the community with livin.org. Now the entire conversation can be found on the podcast, The LaTangela Show. Be sure to check that out. Also have B. Lee talking about our finances because money matters. And in these times, we're trying to nurture those dreams and we need some funds to even get across that bridge, right? Well, I got the details coming up for you on that as well. And you know, I really want you to join the conversation. Hit me up with the Twitter alert. And you know, you can always find all of my links posted at latangela.com. Now, over the week, it has been so somber just seeing all of these news headlines swirling and videotapes just coming to light. And it's like, in plain sight, when do we say enough is enough? In plain sight, when do we say that's a no-no, it can't be done again? When do we say you have to answer for the things that you've done? It is very tough and disheartening when you have someone say, please, I can't breathe. My stomach hurts. My neck hurts. Everything hurts. They're going to kill me. The last words you hear from George Floyd, now known across the world as a hashtag, say my name. Now, of course, I want you to follow at Attorney Crump. He is very active in the community and he is active in getting justice. And I want you to join that conversation as well, because this is something that needs to be discussed. We see it far too often to ignore. We see it far too often to say that we can't be next. Where is the real root of the problem? How do we get from where we are to where we need to be? Questions that need answers. Wow. You know, I have to say thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. I've been receiving a lot of letters at the P.O. Box 84665, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 70884. Got it. And of course, I'll leave all of that on the screen for you as well. I'm looking forward to hearing from you and some of the things that matter to you most. Major props going out to Shy. She said, Tan, I'm really going through this spell. It was hard enough working my 2 jobs, but now I see that this unemployment is hitting me hard and I just need to know what to do. Well, I had to dig deep and find some of the research and, you know, stick to the trusted sources. Now, just to say that perspective is key. You're not in this alone. We're not in this alone, right? We have a lot of resources locally, a lot of resources that are becoming available on a national scale. But just looking at some of these numbers, 2.4 million more people applied for unemployment last week. And that's bringing the total since the pandemic started to 38.6 million. The number is rising, but you have to keep swinging. You have to keep swinging. That's been my thing so far, right? Getting that goal, going over all little steps for all goals. And we understand that here in the capital city, I want you to log on and check it out, laworks.net. I have all of the information posted for you. And of course, also thebigscore.net. A lot of questions that need answers. Georgia has actually been pushing hard to reopen their state. Here in Louisiana, we're still in phase 1, trying to figure it out, right? But it hasn't led to new jobs in the state of Georgia. In fact, Georgia now has the highest percentage of its workforce applying for unemployment of any state in the country. Wow. Wow, significantly fewer Americans are avoiding public places now, so it's making it a little leery as of when we're going to get back to work, but we are back to business trying to figure it out. And once we all get to this sense of normalcy, of course, we'll start seeing some changes come across. So you just stay focused, and we'll work through this together. I'll have some of the resources and hotlines posted for you at LaTangela.com. Feel free to drop me a line and let me know what part of the world you're in. If I don't have the answers, hey, look, it's nothing but a thing to see if we can get somebody on the phone who has the answers or who can at least lead us in the right direction. You know, I've been sitting here looking at some of the random research, and Google's annual report is skyrocketing for different things. You know, this time of the year, you will see a lot of the spelling bees come across. And ESPN, they said, look, we're not going to do the traditional this, the traditional that. But for the spelling bees, we went to Google to see who's Googling how to spell what the most state by state. I can't make this up. Did your state make this list? Hit me up and let me know. Now, sadly to say, this year's spelling bee was canceled. But that's all right. We still got to figure it out. And my trouble words would probably make you laugh. If it wasn't for Google or Siri, I would still be sitting there trying to figure out, is that 2 C's or 2 S, carry a 3 divided by 1? Yeah, okay. We're in this together. Well, the most searched words. How do you spell searches in every state for the past year? Most commonly, of course, naturally, people wanted to see if they were spelling quarantine correctly or not. People in Washington, Arizona, Colorado, Minnesota, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Pennsylvania, and New York all searched the most for the word quarantine. I didn't know if it should have been an extra A or the extra I. Is that E silent or what? Yes. The second most popular search is the word canceled. Do we use 1 L or 2 L's? 1 L or 2 L's? Canceled. Okay, well, there's really no definitive answer for that, so that's the good news. They say, but usually in the U.S., we go with 1. Okay, so if we're going to use that for the general rule of thumb, I'll take it. We also have 2 special shout-outs that we need to give because people in Kansas have the most trouble spelling the word cook. Cook. Like, did you cook today? Yeah, and the word that people in Virginia look up the most is the spelling for the word Virginia. It would help to know how to spell Virginia if you lived in Virginia. Well, Twitter is coming in on the hotline for that random research. Who knew? Hey, you know what? 'Tis the season, 2020. I'm working on my wink game just in case. Hey, sir, how you doing? You good? Yeah. Well, according to Science Direct, scientists have identified some of the top traits that make you the perfect flirter. Listen. I don't have time to make this stuff up. Science Direct. So if somebody named Science Direct has come up with this random research, it's gotta be legit, right? Here it is. I'm thinking walking on aisle 3 giving sweet eye would be enough. Wait, or is this sweet eye? Whichever is not working and it's not enough. Now they came up with some of the top traits, which includes humor. And not just to yourself. I guess you kind of gotta be humorous to them too. That helps. Intelligence. Is that really something that makes you a good flirter? Okay, good looks, say that helps. Men rank that one higher than women did. Politeness. Okay, that's one of the top traits that makes you good at flirting. Honesty. Okay, the level of interest that you show in them. I guess that means the occasional hair toss, the eye contact, or the laughing at every joke. Hanging on to your every word. I guess. I need to practice. I'm really rusty. Being good with words. See, good thing I just did the random research with Twitter to see how to get up on these canceled or cook and spelling those misspelled words, because, you know, I'm going to have to use this in my new pimp game. And being persistent. know about that with Science Direct. Sometimes people can be a little too persistent. They miss the mark. And when I say the mark has a, this is a no-go. And they just keep pedaling. Yeah, that may not work. But I guess I will try at least top 3 of these to see what comes about for the rest of 2020. 2024, maybe not. Oh man. Okay, some of you folks are making headline news for all the wrong reasons. I read it and I gotta tell it to somebody. We're gonna take a quick field trip to Russia. Thank you to all of our frontline workers. We appreciate you. In the midst of everything that's going on with COVID-19, you have gone above and beyond to make sure that you're working around the clock, giving us that special attention that we need. You're nursing us towards healthier days. Now, this nurse decided to come up with her own PPE gown. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. She has to make sure that she has everything that she needs. Well, it so happened to be see-through. And I didn't see the problem with that either, right? A see-through PPE gown. Because surely she's going to have her normal attire on under it, right? I mean, one would only think, but one with sense would think that. She decides to show up to her regular shift in her new see-through PPE gown. I would show it to you, but it's a family show and it's censored. Late night, but it's a family show and it's censored. Now, she got fired because she decided to be so different in her see-through PPE with nothing under it. Said she just wanted to prove a point, that she showed up to work to do her job and she left feeling very unappreciated. She should have felt super exposed. But hey, what do I know? Apple is sticking with the times. Apple has released a new update for iPhones. Did you get it? Usually I'm like 2 months behind on all the Apple updates because I just don't trust all the updates. Updates might change some of the apps that I really like, and I don't want you to change that one. Well, they actually sent out a new update for iPhones to make it easier to unlock your phone with Face ID if you're wearing a mask. Right. Like, we're still practicing social distancing, at least 6 feet back, washing our hands often, and of course, being encouraged to wear face masks. Well, you don't want to keep pulling it down every time you get your phone out, right? Pulling it down. So iPhone has come to the rescue, updated, said, listen, go ahead. Face ID, bloop, with the face mask and all. Okay, I see you. Let me know how that works for you. I'm still not updating my phone yet. Wow, more random research. You've been practicing your recipes? Well, 47% of women and 22% of men say that they've actually gained weight since the quarantine started. Wait, we were supposed to reverse this thing. What are we doing? And they say that 4% of people say that they've gained more than 21 pounds dealing with this hashtag stay home. Wow, random research, the more you know. Did you know? News brief. Coming up, I do have your chance to win another $1,000 with my Cumulus family. You know what it is. It's a stimulus package that is available nationwide. Got all the details for you on our Instagram page and our Facebook page, Max94, 1. It is for a limited time, but if you're streaming on the app, if you're listening to me while I'm live, Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., I got the inside scoop for you and your chance to win that stimulus package courtesy of Cumulus Media. You know, a lot of us have picked up new addictions like streaming services. You've had those subscriptions for years, but you've never used it, like Hulu, Netflix. Who knew that you could be so addicted to something when you get extra time on your hands, right? Well, according to Compare Cards, we've done some random research on the top new subscription services that we're getting used to while getting through this crisis. According to the headlines, Amazon Prime, they said that we got it pulling up and the block is hot. Now that's up to at least 15% of the recent surveys saying, hey, look, I never used Amazon Prime, but now I can't imagine my life without it. Food delivery services like Instacart, yeah, 12% said that's my new addiction. Now, I wasn't up on Instacart. One of my friends told me about it. He's out in Atlanta, and he said, you know, avoiding the grocery stores, Instacart, they pick it up and whoop-de-whoop, and they drop it off. And yeah, whoop-de-whoop means the whole process in between. Right, I caught that. And whoop-de-whoop, and I was like, really? Well, that's the new subscription, and I just had to put you up on game on that, just in case you're not familiar with Instacart. Also, magazine or newspaper subscriptions, they are going up. They're skyrocketing. Usually, if we get the app on our phone, it'll give you half of the story, right? And then the other half will say, oh yeah, well, for the full story and more stories like this, subscribe for the fee of per month. It gives you a 30-day free trial, whatever the case may be. Yeah, so magazine or newspaper subscriptions, yes. And virtual exercise programs. Now, they've been seeing a skyrocket with those because sometimes you want to get out, you want to do the workout, but you're still kind of trying to figure it out if you're going to the gym or if you're not ready to step out yet. Are we re-entering the gym or are we going to do this workout at home? So yeah, 8% said, listen, I'm going to do this and we're going to figure it out until the coast is all the way clear. Now, parents were almost twice as likely to say that they've added a new subscription because the kids needed it. It kept them quiet, like that Disney Plus. Oh, I would love to see how many of you parents subscribed to Disney Plus within the last month. Now, when you're talking about new subscriptions, who are the ones that are most reliable? The last thing I need is to subscribe to something that's flaky. It's not working the way I need it to. Now I'm upset. Now I'm mad. And when I call customer service, hi, call volume is higher than usual because of, hey, I ain't trying to hear all that. Well, here it is. Netflix is #1 in the study of the most reliable streaming services during the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, that's good because you know what? Most people are streaming on Netflix. Now, with Netflix, they say that they've had 0.07 problems per hour watched. One issue every 857 minutes. And that issue is probably you forgot your passcode. That issue may be you have too many people using your account on that same password. See, operator error. A tie between Hulu and Amazon Prime, both with 0.11 problems per hour watched, or one every 545 minutes. So you can't go wrong. And parents, I didn't forget about you with the kids streaming, because you know they're complaining the battery about to die on their computer, so they need what? Your phone? They need your iPad. Well, Disney Plus has about 12 problems per hour, or that's about one in every 500 minutes. So they've been really up on that. And YouTube TV, they're doing really well. And of course, if you're on YouTube TV, hit your girl up. Subscribe, LaTangela Faye. I always want you to join the conversation. All of my links are posted at LaTangela.com. And you know, there you'll also be able to get a link to my new book entitled Poof. Power Over Obstacles Forever. It's my 4th book. It's ready for your bookshelf. You can get it directly from the website or you can find it on Amazon. I would really love for you to check this out. I understand that we're all going through these trying times and obstacles will meet us in every phase of our lives, but we have the power to overcome those obstacles. We just have to dig deep. We have to keep going and we just have to believe. You know, believe that this too shall pass. And that's where we are. So make sure that you check that out. And as a matter of fact, I want to hook somebody up. The first 4 people that hit me up on the Twitter alert, the first 4 people that hit me up on the Twitter alert at LaTangela Faye, I'll slide in your DMs and hook you up with a copy of the book. See? Teamwork. I appreciate you so much for staying up late nights and checking it out with me. You know, I was browsing through trying to find some new movies that I like. And I was thinking to myself, when they reopen the movie theaters, because you know, every state is doing something different, are we going to make the field trip to the movie theater? Or do we really like just watching new movies at home? Here we have the pause button. We have better snacks, shorter lines to the concession, shorter lines for the potty breaks. Hey, I don't know, sounding pretty good. Well, we were not alone. A study by Performance Research asked Americans if they'd rather see a new movie in theaters or at home. Only 13% said that they'd rather be at a theater. A whopping 70% said I'd rather watch from the couch, while 17% said I'm not sure. Now, you know, for new movies, you can't really tell who's going to get here and start talking through the whole thing. I can't hit the rewind button. Hey, look, shh, calm that down. And bring me some Whoppers, the little chocolate covered malt balls when you come. Bring me a pack of those when you come back. Be quiet for me, huh? Be quiet. Let me watch this. Hey, look, the world is so in a rush to get back to some sense of normalcy. The MLB, you know, 'tis the season. You're just itching for some sports, right? Well, I was looking at ESPN the other day, and Associated Sports also reported that they're going to do something different when it comes to Major League Baseball. They're reportedly going to have some new rules to protect the players against the spread of COVID-19. Now, I had to dig deep for my girl Robin out in Colorado. She loves baseball. She will come up with the best looking recipes, and she will crochet the best of the best crafts while watching baseball. I'm like, okay, please do something that's going to keep her happy, because when she's happy, the world is fed and warm. Well, with these new rules, they're going to do something different with high fives, fist bumps, or hugs. All of that, it's a no-go. Well, what's Major League Baseball without a fist bump, without a high five, without a hug? And they're also not allowing them to spit in the middle of the game. I mean, is it even baseball at this point? No, I wanted to check it out. AP_sports or the Twitter alert. They're doing something different. The league, they're making changes. Now, they may seem like small changes, but I promise you it's going to be a big deal, especially all this season. So be sure to check that out. And let me know, what sports are you looking forward to? What changes would just be, ooh, that's not even legit. What would make you cringe? I mean, or maybe you can help us come up with a solution to what would make it a happy medium, to where they get to play the game, we get to show up and watch the game. Come on now, 'tis the season. I need to know, because we're trying to make the field trips in the process. Hit me up on the Twitter alert at LaTangela Faye. Now, later this week, when you're hungry for breakfast, I got a tip for you. It's this new trend that's been going around on social media. If it's social media, it's got to be all the rave, right? Maybe not. People are now making a bunch of tiny pancakes and eating them like a bowl of cereal. Who has the time? Like, who wants to do that? Are you serious? I've been watching it, and it's just like, well, maybe you just have time, you're feeling creative. If you need a breakfast project, this would definitely be it. It's a new craze, and you want to check it out because, you know, some of the cereal companies are saying, well, we're going to make this something different and call it pan flakes. Not the corn flakes, but little miniature pancakes. Toss them in a bowl and add milk, sugar if you like, but I mean, pan flakes it is. If you make some, I kind of want to see it. Hit me up. All of my links are posted at LaTangela.com. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast, share, and as well as the YouTube. Hashtag LaTangela Faye. Now look, I got to get out of here. It's about time for me to get back to work. Yeah, got a couple of things I need to do. But we'll be back soon. Well, I say we, it's just me, myself, and I. But, you know, on behalf of Tantoon Productions, I love you, and I really appreciate you so much for taking time to spend this time with me. I enjoy this space with you. Your encouragement is more than you know. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Good night.
Going over all little stuff, sometimes with no kind of help. Digging through the soul to the core, knowing there's so much more than the plot posted right in front of you. Got me praying, asking God, now what we gon' do? People stressing me, got the devil out here just vexing me. I'm trying to rep the yo, tell them let me be. Barriers, I'm breaking barriers. While I'm singing and rhyming and rapping and humming like they never seen it coming. Skipping to the beat of my own drum and yo, they can't tell me nothing. Positive vibes only, or I'd rather sit here lonely. Shout out to the ones who never gave up on me while I'm singing and rhyming and rapping and humming like they never seen it coming. Skipping to the beat of my own drum and yo, they can't tell me nothing. I'm not fighting for attention, I'm my own competition. Yeah, I'd rather sit here lonely. Even when the skies are gray, ain't nothing going your way. You keep your head held high, make them hear you say, barriers, I'm breaking barriers. Barriers, barriers. No matter what it looks like right in front of you, near you, it's nothing compared to the visions promised you. You got the cattle on 1,000 1,000 hills, a place where broken hearts go to heal. Not quite sure how to really feel. Love versus hate, oh no, it don't relate. I can't hear what you're saying if you're speaking negativity. You're not adding to my creativity. Test me, challenge me, you think that you can handle me? Barriers, I'm breaking barriers. Barriers, I'm breaking barriers. Barriers, 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 I'm breaking barriers. You gotta give it your all, fighting through it all. Don't you be afraid to fall, keep standing tall. Barriers, I'm breaking barriers. Barriers, barriers. It's my calling, that's why I ain't falling. No matter how much you hate, I ain't stalling. I went through the fire and he rescued me. I jumped in the water and he baptized me. Tried to run from it all, he wouldn't let me flee. I say, Lord, I sure know you got me graciously. Just hold me tight, turn my wrongs to right. Guide me through the night and let me see the light. Barriers, I'm breaking barriers. Barriers, I'm breaking barriers. Fighting through it all, don't you be afraid to fall, keep standing tall. Barriers, I'm breaking barriers. Barriers, barriers. Singing and rhyming and rapping and humming like they never seen it coming. Skipping to the beat of my own drumming, yo, they can't tell me nothing. Positive vibes only, oh, I'd rather sit here lonely. Shout out to the ones who never gave up on me. While I'm singing and rhyming and rapping and humming like they never seen it coming. Skip to the beat of my own drumming, yo, they can't tell me nothing. Positive vibes only, oh, I'd rather sit here lonely. Shout out to the ones who never gave up on me.